second episode of Confessions of Love. This is about who is Loso. I guess it's come to a point in my life where I can share my deepest thoughts, my deepest secrets, my deepest shadows. Not to an extent, but to an understanding where I'm not the only human being in this world that has had to really hit the wall and hit the fences a couple of times just to get a perfect comprehension of what life can really do, how much damage it can cause you. But Loso, was raised by an amazing woman. Miss Carmen, Miss Gigi, an amazing woman that took every appreciation as a mother to do what she had to do for her kids, which I, to this day, appreciate no matter what. Always been a hard worker, very independent, very trustworthy when it comes, to her being the woman that, she stands, and she also stands to be as a mother, as a sister, as a daughter as well. So the love, that passion, that desire, that motivation, that care in your heart and soul comes from her. I think she plays the biggest part in my life when it comes to me making right decisions, but also knowing when your guilty conscience hits you. But as a kid, I was so enthusiastic, energetic. I always wanted to, do something, create something. I was always to the next level. But at the same time, I was also kind of slow because I have nerve problems, ADHD. No, I'm not afraid of saying that. That's why a lot of people, I know they ask themselves when they see my videos, why does he move so much and back and forth? I suffer from ADHD, so it's very complicated. My heart moves at a very fast pace, just like my nerves do, so I'm always thinking at 1,000 miles per hour. But as a kid, I love sports. Something I had to deny and leave, because of the circumstances of my living ways and how, hard my mom had it. But as a veteran, she held it down, and she did a fantastic job, so big ups and salutes to my mom, I think she was the person that I most was with when it was time for me to come out and be personal with a lot of things about my life that, were very touching and very hurtful ever since a kid, so I always knew if I see somebody hurt that was a good person, I always took it upon myself if I knew the person to try to make them smile or something, because that's something that she taught me. But as a kid I was also very curious, and I decided to get too curious. And just like a bee, I got stung a couple of times, and I realized that some things, you just don't want to know. You should just let it be and just go about your way. But no, I was hard-headed, and it took me to different aspects, different levels, different experiences, different moments. I could have either gone left or either gone right. Lost and confused. No father around. Mom always working because she always had to work. Then at almost between 8 or 9 years old, my hand hits the TV. Got the scar to prove it. I almost nearly died. It's one of the most horrendous experiences of my life. The grace of God saved me. decided that that wasn't going to stop me. I knew I had, as a kid, vision and dreams to become something that I most wanted. And it was always to get my mom out the hood and give her a better life and give her wealth, you know what I mean? But my mom as a mother suffered a lot of bad times, sad times, crucial times. And that upon myself took a very high voltage and a very damaging, traumatized way of just getting at me on an everyday basis. I just couldn't come to compromise and understand why it was so much suffering and pain. But still growing up, my ambition and my motivation to do what I wanted to do was always seen through the eyes of family, and loved ones, and the people that surrounded you that always wanted you to be somebody in life. But for me, it was harder for me. I didn't get much love like that. So it was kind of like the outcast, like kind of deflated from everybody else, like the one alone in the corner a lot of times, But, now growing up, I can't keep making that as an excuse, I'm saying? I'm a grown-ass man, and you just got to do what you got to do in life, you understand what I'm saying? And that's just part of life. Did they have too many birthdays? Did they have too many holidays? Did they have too much of anything? But I still believe, because when you have faith, you just got to tranquilize yourself and paralyze yourself for a moment and give yourself a moment to let go and let God. From a kid and a teenager, my teenager stages took a different turn. I was able to observate, be alerted, but also did a lot of dumb things that ended up paying the price, but also the consequences, but also a lot of revenge and a lot of anger towards a lot of things that I still couldn't understand why they were happening. Things took a different turn, not for the better, but just for the worse. I was always alone. Too alone not to talk to too many people, and plus, you know what I'm saying, I already had a problem. I was drinking Ritalin, that's the medication they give you, and that shit had me like a zombie, no appetite, I couldn't eat nothing. It was just horrible. It's not when I got to a certain stage in my life that I got older that I started to realize that I needed to stop being so hard on myself and being depressed and going through, an oppression about why things were so hard, why that I went through what I went through. And then going up to my early adult ages, it got even worse. The government bangled with my life, and still to this day they are. I'm not going to get to the specific. That's another episode. That's another agenda. It's too personal for me, and it hurts me. Some people know what I'm going through when I say that. And I know the government is going to pay for what they did to me, sons of bitches. And that made my life even harder and more difficult. Did a couple things that I wasn't very proud of. And, it takes the initiative of when you're talking about what happened to men, what happened to how they conduct themselves and how strong they was. I just felt like a weep, I just deflated. I couldn't almost. I was exhausted. I was flabbergasted, if that's what you want to call it. I was to the point in my life that I just couldn't see no way out. no way to win. But something deep inside of me, going through the early stages of my 20s, had the will to stay strong and believe in myself and know that I was going to outcome and prevail the bad things that they did to me. And instead of taking it as, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do something to these people before they do it to me, I said to myself, I think God put me in these positions for other things that I did in my life that he wasn't so proud of me of doing. So maybe I'm just paying for them consequences, and this is just a way of showing you that you can get caught up in anything. So I did not put myself through more of a depression and hell that I already was in. But it still, the bullets kept coming. The demons kept coming. They were lurking. Every time I made a right, there was 2. Every time I made a left, there was 3. Every time I went back, there was 6. Every time I went forward, there was 20, 30. You know, just serpentized, you know what I'm saying? Like a serpent ready to just tear your ass up, poison you in any which way possible. And I just didn't have no idea how to recollect in so much pain already, just dealing with so much. So, you know, I just decided to start confessing to God, you know, like, what is it that I need to do to not go through so much pain? But you see, I was wrong. You cannot question God. And the more I asked, the more prayed, and the more trials and tribulations I was going through. You see, you can call upon God, and you think that he's just going to come when you want him to come. No. But he's always there all the time. And, you know, being impatient and being in my 20s and going through what I was going through as I started going through my late 20s, things started changing for catastrophe, chaotically, dramatically, on a daily basis. Drinking to a point that I didn't even know who I was anymore. I couldn't smoke weed because they had me under some fuck shit. I don't even want to talk about it because I think those are the most hell holes in my life. When I say hell holes, they were nothing but drops of just nothing but suffocation and torment and pain. Oh man, I mean, what I went through and what I'm still going through, sometimes I ask myself, how did I make it? And in the late 20s, you know what I'm saying, just dealing with everything that I've been through, decided to just take my life. I was just tired, man. I just couldn't deal with it no more. There was nobody I could talk to, no family around, you know. The main person that I looked upon as, you know, the hero, he was gone doing time himself. So, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have nobody that I could talk to really. All I had was myself, you know. And that took a big toll in my life. So the late 20s was a disaster for me. You know, just going through the everyday normal norm, knowing that something worse was going to happen, and it actually happened. You know, and then in 2010, I just decided to disappear. 2011, my ass was right back in the motherfucking big house. Why? I went crazy. I lost it. I couldn't no more. The law already, what they did to me, they took my life and just ripped it apart, got my reputation thrown in the trash, and don't think that they don't sentence innocent people, okay? Just look at the video that I posted earlier. They do sentence innocent people. That's fucked up what they did to me, man. But I'm not going to get to all that because that shit just pisses me off. I get emotional when I talk about that shit, man. But anyway, as I get to my 30s, I find out that a lot of people, when they have problems, they look for something not to give them pain, not to give them problems, not to give them drama. You know, some, they look for alcohol, they look for weed, they look for, you know, any type of activity that will keep them entertained and not keep them second guessing of everything that they've been through and what they got to deal with when they go home. So maybe a stranger is just something that they don't lack on anymore like they used to. Just be very careful when you go out there, because you just don't know who you meet. Just be very careful. But as my early 30s kept going, you know what I'm saying? It's more like I became a womanizer out the ass. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like, it was patriotic, literally. Women were just trying to holler at me back and forth. And I said to myself, damn, I remember going through all the shit that I've been through. There's only a little bit of people in my life that were very good to me, you know what I'm saying? And I went on a woman strike, like I couldn't believe it. It was unbearable. I was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Now that I done picked myself up a little bit from everything that I done been through and I'm doing good, you know what I'm saying? Now this shit's going on. And that was already after I got divorced, because I was married for 5 years, for a lot of people who don't know. As the mid-30s started going, my life just took a different turn. You know what I'm saying? I just realized that if I just don't go with what they were doing to me, and I just go ahead and just live life, you know, like a modern person, that I was going to be okay. That wasn't the case. I mean, I lost my sense of humor. I lost the Carlos that I know. You know what I'm saying? The Carlos that smile, like the chill, like the vibe and everything. And, you know, just like to, you know, see people happy and help people if he can, and work hard and do something for himself. Have a name for himself. Build a name for himself. But demons kept on coming. Fleshing it in the flesh and just making mockeries and fuckery and just biblically just tearing up everything that I just want to do right and everything I want to do good, you know what I'm saying? So I just take it upon as I just said there is no luck. But for some reason, God wants me alive. I gotta have faith. I gotta keep pushing. I gotta keep going. I can't keep talking bad about myself. I can't keep being depressed. I can't just keep saying that, you know, people don't love me. They don't care about me. That's why I'm a liar, a cheater, and a motherfucking dog. And I don't, you know, want to condone him into no relationship, because no soul knows everything, and he can not lose for nothing, because nobody cares about him. So he puts himself on this fucking pedestal, not knowing that the pedestal is bending more and the opposition is getting closer to breaking your darkness and shining that motherfucker into the light. But as the mid-30s kept on going, I kept on balancing back when everything happened to me in 2000 and up, you know what I'm saying? And not only that, just knowing that my son was only a baby and he was very young. That right there fucked my heart up completely. Like, it destroyed me. This is based on a true story. There's my story of my life. I've always been a great father, and I'm gonna always be a great father. You know, man, as I said, in my late 30s, I just kept on slipping. I kept on just dividing the good in me into another person that I just didn't know. But I was woken up. And when I was woken up, I kind of picked up the sincere in my heart to try to relapse back from that attention and try to put myself in a positive, you know, direction, so I can see if I can at least motivate myself to pick myself back up. And God put some very important people in my life, and I even fucked that up too. So now I already knew that I was doomed by the person that I was. Like, I looked at myself with disgust. I said to myself, if this is the person that I was dreaming to be, that little boy Carlos that my mom acknowledged so much and said, you're going to be somebody. You're going to inspire the world, Carlos. You're going to be everything that you always wanted to be. You know why? Because you're my baby, you're my child. Maybe I feel like certain people, maybe I just needed that father figure. And the only father figure I had died too soon. that I am 40. So, as my late 30s to now, as I'm going through what I'm going through, now I'm just one lonely bastard, ignorant, selfish bastard, even with a good heart, even ready to do whatever it took to help anybody, just like I do, stuck in things that I know I can't do. If I really want to change, I gotta go 100 and just commit myself. If you just want to be honest about certain things in life, just let it go. If nobody can appreciate it and take it for who you are, then they never cared about you as a person. Either they can tell you yes, or rather they can tell you no, and still see that you are the same person that they fell in love with. Nothing should be different. Nothing should escalate to a different level. So you see, now at my 40s, now at this age, I'm learning that by just being open and just being honest and just being correct, you really don't cause a headache. You really don't cause too much trouble, too much drama. Yes, I was honest to a lot of people. I told a lot of people how I was from a young age to now, but there were certain people that did not know what other people knew in my life. How this was one stranger in your life that know secrets and things about you that not even your family member or your friends or your closest ones or your relatives or your associates don't even know. So to me, I had to start learning that you can't get mad when people open up and tell you their secrets as well, and the things that they have done wrong as well, and the things that they did because they needed a father, or they needed their mother, or they were abused in foster homes and foster care, or they weren't treated right, or never neglected, infants that just wasn't treated with respect and love and dignity and any type of I don't know, it's just, that's how I see my life at my late 30s, now to this 40 years of age. I still see my mom's eyes telling me, you're still going to be that kid that I know that you're going to be one day. You're going to be amazing. And if I'm in heaven, I will applaud you. The loudest of the greatest mountains will roar when you feel how much I love and care for you. Maybe my father's intentions weren't where they were supposed to be. Maybe my destiny was never to have a father, and always have the wondering that my father was already the creator that created me. All this time, the little kid Carlos just wanted to understand who Carlos really was. But Carlos had to get the conniving, the lying, the egotistic, the afraid, the emotion, the angry, the nervous kid that did not believe in himself and only logically, just mentally dislocated his own faith because he felt dislocated and he felt lost in a world where he didn't fit in and didn't even think that he would exist. So all this time he thought he was walking in a dark shadow and he just couldn't see a face. He would hear a grown man talk. He would hear his mother talk. He would hear whispers of how everybody neglected me and labeled me the black sheep and never gave me the opportunity to take out the oppression of the demons that I have within me. So they put me on the side and said, let him blossom. Let him operate his own legacy. Let him suffer his consequences on his own. No Christmas, no birthdays, no agendas, no get-togethers, no anything that had to do with me having the blessings to having all that fame and all that gathering. That's not the blessings that God gave me. Who is Loso? Loso is the kid that still looked at his mother when she told me, you're going to be amazing. You're going to be anything you want in the world. You know why? Because you're my son, and you're important, and you're special. There was something I was missing. Was it a father? Yes. And a lot I did. Father I had died on me too young. Marvelous man. Best man I think my mom ever met. Who was that boy love song? That kid that looked at his mom and she always told him, "You're amazing and you're going to be amazing. You're going to be amazing throughout the world because you're special and you're my son." What an amazing mom. What an amazing attendant. What an amazing life I have been given. I guess what my mom was talking about was the music in me. So all this time, who I was searching for was myself. All this time, who I was searching for was a peace and a tranquility that I never had. And now at 40, I see more distance, more laybacks, more to each their own, to each his own. Nothing personal, nothing taken. The love will always be there. It will never fade, it will never go away. Jolie, Charlie, Louis, my son, Monte, her nephew Elijah, 13th Street, everybody that God put in my life, especially them three important people, don't gotta mention their names, they know who they are, that saved my life. I want to thank God more importantly for giving me the opportunity to live these 40 years. All this time, who I was looking for, it was for Loso. It was for myself. I was living double lives with myself. A kid that was lost and a man that did everything to destroy what was loving and caring to me. Tranquility now runs in my veins and in my blood. And it's my music. Thanks to 13s, to Jati, Tony, Blondie, Kelly, Purple, Jadi, and everybody else that, you know what I'm saying, that's believed in me, that still believe in me, that care for me. Music is my savior, it is my passion, it is my desire, it is everything that I do great and I do better than anything else. I have paid my dues, I have paid my respect in the game when it comes to freestyling or rapping. Now I'm not rich, I don't got it like that. I'm underground like a motherfucker, I'm broke as a motherfucker. But you know what? At least I could survive and I try to do the best I can to show love and respect to those who have also helped me and show me the same love and respect. You just gotta watch those who lie to you, sneaky, disrespect you, who tell you that no matter what, but at the same time, they got skeletons hanging in the closet. Some people should literally take this message deep within themselves. I just wanna say that my little boy Carlos he still wanders inside of me. It's like little butterflies. Oh, when you get goosebumps all over your body when I go back and reminisce of the little boy Carlos that just wanted that dream, that just wanted to see his mother just live a marvelous life because he felt that she deserved it, because that was the love of his life. That was the woman that showed him everything. And instead of repaying her with the same respect, what I did, I destroyed so many women's lives. It releases stress, you know? Knowing that it does have everything and just lose everything, but now you're trying to rebuild everything. It doesn't matter how good you did, it's the wrongs that really just keep you edgy, on the edge, frisky, moody, feeling like you just want to kill and destroy everything you touch. That's why sometimes I hear myself and just cry and scream. I feel like a lot of people don't feel my pain and don't understand where I come from, because I've always been an outcast. But I still feel that little kid inside me that just wanted that little dream, you know? I guess through me expressing it to the world, I probably can get, you know, to a lot of people's heart, a lot of people's minds, and a lot of people's perspectives, and probably build an empire of just helping people to realize that they're more important and more special when they think that they're not. My life was fucked up, but I made it more fucked up because I got in more fucked up situations by more fucked up circumstances that I only caused myself, and I can only blame me for that. These tears that came out of my eyes is not for your entertainment. This is real life for me. Knowing that I accomplished my job, being a father with my son, I am very proud of myself for that. 40 years always taught me never to be like my motherfucking father. The biggest disgrace in the history of mankind. And I can say I am proud of even my family. Even though we don't talk like that, even though we don't vibe like that, even though we don't have communication like that, even though, you know, we don't celebrate much, we don't do what happens to them, they need me, I'm there. Because it's that inner boy Carlos that just still feels that he has all of them with them. You know what I'm saying? I can still remember us running this shit, playing around all the time, playing 1, 2, 3 red light. How they go see, you know what I'm saying? Playing jump ropes, getting at each other's fucking throats all the time, going crazy. You know how brothers and sisters be doing it, you know what I'm saying? And then just seeing a lot of tragedies that your mom had to deal with, or your grandmother, or your parents that raised you or showed you love, you know what I'm saying? So that's the boy, Loso, you know, that's who Loso is. Loso, it was two people, two personalities. The pain and the one that wanted peace. The one that wanted peace is modern, civilized, humble, respectful, wants to see the better, the greatness within himself. The pain wants the liar, the cheater, the womanizer, the deceiver. The type of motherfucker that lay dick on that pussy and destroyed it just to make a fucking point, just to let you know I wasn't fucking around. But you know where it got me? Nowhere. I hope you enjoyed this episode. This is episode number 2. Confessions of Love. It's called Who is Loso? Loso is somebody that you're looking at right now, and all he can tell you and feel is that I'm happy, and all I want to do is just change, be a better man, fulfill my dreams, and have a better perspective in life. It's your boy Loso. I'm out of here. Love y'all. Thank you for watching this episode. Be in tune for the one tomorrow. Be in tune for the one all the week, all the months. I think I'm going to make this a priority show. I'm going to make it my main show late night, you know what I'm saying? So people can get a good vibe in a sense, you know what I'm saying, of how we can communicate and find ourselves as men. There's your boy Loso. Love y'all for real. Take care. Take care of your peoples. Take care of your loved ones. Take care of y'all kids. More importantly, take care of yourself. Now.